Hello. There's a Judge Napolitano. He has a Judging Freedom YouTube channel. Every Friday they have usually a roundtable with intelligence professionals, and they have one man who is a Marine associated with the UN weapons inspectors. But the UN has various natures of organized crimes, collusions, with whiting forensics, for example, which is run by state police. Increasingly, since I was a kid, involved with digital and wire crimes and federal evidences crimes and organized crimes and child abusers and identity thefts, fraud, slanders, with people also at and next to campuses with a whole bunch of other countries. But we can only respond for our country at the same time here and there. And they're hiding behind that. They're refusing to identify themselves legitimately. Weathersfield police faked conversation with me when I was a kid and now as an adult, with connections between those officers attaching little kids and their family members, everyone, to fake ties, fake natures of ties to other people. I caught them divorcing a principal child abuser with families involved with that in one's years before that. This is also relative to where and how we can discern. They have sabotage of our appreciation of Marbury versus Madison. For example, I'm not even a lawyer. They have sabotage of our appreciation of James Madison, what he had declassified for us, what nature has declassified for us. And also, everyone, this breaching method showed them how to make the value of voting, the value of differences of political parties mean what it does not. And to have roles with uses of all exceptions in exception nature used to hide collusion slash us with that, because is the collusion with use of location slash s, inseparable from all our instances treatments. You guys have principal treatments that are a bridge that you can't defend, and it shows the kids and the adults of foreign and domestic at the same exact time. And it already showed them at the same exact time in the past, while at the same exact time with overt criminal enterprises, private ones. Everyone's pretending they could speak for free, have free speech, or have it legitimately. You guys are sensing for the breaching method anyone who tries to use free speech legitimately, or it would have surfaced how we have black pupils, whites of eyes. And we have means to discern, since we are little kids, abridged tellings of American history. We have forgiveness that is have been exploited and taken, they're changing why, where, and how. Forgiveness is necessary with fact-cheating nature, with convictions, and with guilt. Even until, they made everyone do that wrong as collusions until things were true. Like everyone started blaming other things, others, ourselves, on what a breaching method caused. And then everyone countered that properly, but improperly in the way that they were leaving out the breaching method too. And they were defending that. And more, we are separated from appreciation of our names and the phenomenon of the names of our countries that can only be operated by locations, areas, and states that are criminally foreign influence, tactically delusions wrought since they were kids. These are people that are lying to the people. That's why, in other words, before they have investigators direct them to say something as someone at a location, those people already recorded, confessed, demonstrated, confirmed how their families are criminally foreign influence, tactically delusions wrought. Connecticut, the intercities and intra-cities, intercampuses and intra-campuses, with names from Weathersfield on off the state corrections offices and on off the state judicial branch offices. They have collusions with organized crimes at all ages and natures of campuses. And on Facebook, this is recorded. And the same names like a Joshua Julian. They're involved with FBI Director Robert Luskin with sexual and medical offenders of kids, including with a former Governor Malloy. Worse than criminal incompetence for the standing governor. And their roles with intelligence at East Hartford locations, like a CRT, a community resources training. These are also people involved with the courts, with the prisons and the corrections offices in conjunctions to that, and the judicial branches offices, and conjunctions to that used criminally foreign influence, tactically delusions wrought, as names involved with the countries in the World Trade Center attack. Weathersfield police have roles with people named Scalora, that were interstates and international collusions with Weathersfield police families and with retired Weathersfield police chiefs. Also with Marines that have been planting evidences with the courts, family members, all kinds of medical corruption and relative delusions at Hartford Hospital involved with multiple judges from other courts and with a Leahy family there, and one's named Lombardo that I never seen on my street. Increasingly, they were involved with organized crimes on my street and federal evidences crimes of Weathersfield Police and other police departments involved with the same house slash S, including the ones that have left years ago. A whole bunch of people tied to a D. Simone also involved with Hartford Hospital planting evidences with intelligence, including ones pretending to be patients or they're real patients. They're involved with overt criminal enterprises actually and pretending and leaking while they're pretending they're legitimate. These are people that I only know because they sought me out. All exceptions too. They come with demonstrations slash S for the same thing, and how they've been putting fake exceptions as they're doing, because since founding all natures and all ages of investigators in their campuses, they had collusions with from off all locations. There's a sustained breaching method collusion slash S, and it's relative because it was communicated to us it was demonstrated to us by our founders, but it's replaced with our founders' communications and about why and how. Don't take what they said, leaving out the breaching method that was measuring and maintaining, not just with internationally monitored conversations that had slavery roles even only allowed northern colonies and southern colonies. And don't pretend that any of the information about that wasn't criminally foreign influence, tactically delusions raw, or do so on paper so it can be demonstrated. You have criminally foreign influence, tactically delusions raw, fact, treatment, nature, quality aspects in nature and demonstration, with demonstration slash S of that too, with finite demonstrations of an active group and progressive and or increasing demonstrations of it. Increasing until we get the Constitution unabridged at last. It has never been unabridged. Everyone keeps bringing up the names of presidents and chiefs in ways that can't defend that and afford to have discerned how and why the only founder's name that we know specifically of is James Madison. They have replaced